Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So we changed the break up. I went in on some people yesterday. I had meant to just take a break from YouTube yesterday, not for mental health. My mental health is excellent. Listen, man, that mental health thing is going to be what's going to bring in Attila the Hun. Our 2000 era version of Attila the Hun. Because if you know anything about Attila the Hun, just look at the state and the condition of that country. We ain't gonna say the name that he invaded before he invaded it. It was the same thing. Mental health. This is wrong with this person. That's wrong with this person. Accept this. Accept that. He. And then Attila the Hun came in like, hey, sweet. So, we got to talk about this, though. We got to talk about the other aspect of this. Like, we got to talk about everybody's life should have some acting in it and some screenplay. You ain't gonna make it if you don't. When I think about the times I screwed myself over, it's what I'm talking about. Be superficial with superficial people. Dealing with people serious is what we getting back to. We talking about dealing with the superficial. Y'all know it's snowing here, right? Y'all know it's cold here, right? Let me give you an example. When you dealing with the superficial, you don't say things like, man, I hate cold weather. Because what if they love it? They gonna hate you from that point. Some of them gonna hate you anyway. But you gotta learn how to play the game. Action! You know how they say that? Yeah, the Bucks, they played a good game last night. Yeah, man. Hey, man, what you think of Biden? I don't want to talk about Biden. Hey, man, where you say that paperwork was? Be superficial. Don't get to saying, man, Biden is secretly against black people and this, that, and the other, and this agenda in place. No, that's over with. I'm saving that for my No Matrix supporters. We ain't getting deep all the time on YouTube no more. We gonna have our moments where I'm gonna give y'all an appetizer. But we gotta figure out a way to keep it amongst those who down with me. Other than that, you casting your pearls before swine. I got on Tony Gaskins. Everybody know he's deep state. He been on Oprah. He been on all the... Listen, man, somebody is telling him to say that stuff he's saying. See, one thing about them peoples is you got to just let the Most High handle them and get out of their way. Now, if they come your way, then you got to do what you got to do. But we got to learn how to get out of their way and just keep focusing on what we want. I went in on them, and then I started doing some research, and my wife started showing me some stuff. I'm still married on paper, y'all. Like, we already agreed on some things. We get along a lot of times, but like a lot of the stuff I be learning on here, she be the one telling me. I done made plenty videos based on stuff she done told me. But she got to look at him up. And she told me a lot of things. I said, wait a minute. So I'm trying to figure out why I'm thinking this dude just somebody that these docile, complacent, superficial people like. This dude is be influencing the NCAA, the NBA. He been on Oprah, all type of stuff. I said, you know what? I'm wasting time with him. Now, if he come back at me, that's another thing. But I think I already done proved my point about him. They hate masculinity. I'm going to show you something. We finna break this down, dealing with the superficial. Kind of on subject, kind of off subject. It's masculine for men to be attracted to women and to lust after women. That's masculine. People want you to think there's something wrong with you when you do it. No, you control your actions. You control your actions and your reactions. You utilize the self-control that comes from above. If you're with him, you utilize it. I could be going crazy out here. Just nuts. No pun intended. These women easy work. You serious? And y'all talking about game don't work? Man, please. Just because these women mess with multiple dudes, game still work. It just work different because people think different. But self-control is a virtue. This dude comes on there and accuses people of being gay, that watch things that just so happen to have a man in it. And I went in on him. And I was thinking, like, I'm looking at the comments. This is a problem I got with a lot, not all. A lot of you people claiming to be Christian, y'all too superficial. Y'all can't even absorb the truth. Y'all claim y'all got the living source of power within y'all, but you can't even absorb the truth. You don't know how to research. You don't know how to observe the truth. You don't got no unction. You don't know the difference between a man of God and a fake. You think the person that don't talk educated, don't have a lot of money, don't this, don't that, you think that, oh, God ain't with him. Because that's what you've been taught. That's what the devil teaches people. So people don't know how, and he was talking about reading people. Man, you don't know how to read nobody. If he knew how to read people, he would not be talking about and taking up for these women. That's game. But the superficial, the way you deal with them, and this ain't even gonna be my longest video, is by being superficial. You at work, you know that your coworkers are superficial. Don't ruffle their feathers. That's part of your business, working there. So as long as you working there, you want it to be as smooth as it can possibly be. Now, sometimes when the devil is after you, the devil will attack those who you love and who you have relationships with. They might be innocent, and people just picking with them. That's because the devil don't like you, and if the devil know that she can't get you like she want, she gonna go after your people. That's how people do. She gonna go after your people. They could be just minding their own business, not deep at all, just kind of like riding along. And people messing with them. Because the devil don't like you. And really don't like nobody, but the levels are different. All these dudes talking about their profits. Man, let me show you one of the devil's greatest moves. When I see a person filthy rich, I already know deep state. And when I say filthy rich, I'm talking over 5 million. Deep state. For one, those big wigs, they not going to deal with you if you're not somehow tied to them and their brotherhood and sisterhood. So when you not linked in with them peoples, you know them peoples is programming the sheeple. So the sheeple is becoming more and more superficial, which means you got to know how to handle the sheeple. You can't work these jobs acting all deep. Man, I don't care, I'll get another job. It ain't as easy as you think. Don't you know it's spiritual forces at work? Spiritual panhandlers in darkness, begging God. You see, y'all got to learn this stuff, man. It's not as easy as it sounds. So you got to learn, and I got to learn. I already said, man, hey, people, you give off an aura, they still might not like you, but don't be deep with superficial people. That's casting your pearls before swine. I'm done with all the deep posts on Facebook, all that stuff. I'm not doing it no more. If I do it, it's gonna be seldomly. Because I noticed even on like Facebook that some of them people I ain't never got into it with, ain't never had a problem with them, but I could tell they got a problem with me. It's over the things I done said. Superficial people don't want to hear deep stuff. They want to hear about trips. They want you to post your plate, what you ate. They don't want to hear about that deep stuff. That's okay. You're going to regret that, but that's fine. People who don't want the truth, they don't want to know about the hidden, they're going to pay ultimate prices. They're going to, like, when the whole world transforms into the new heaven and the new earth, those people are going to be the ones telling the caves to fall on us. You know how the Bible talked about that? The superficial going to be in them caves, fall on us and hide us from the face of him who... Watch. I had a dream one time that all of this stuff was unfolding. And people, hey man, I saw you here, there. What are you doing? I said, when I was trying to tell y'all, y'all wasn't listening. Don't ask me no. I was refusing to say stuff and people was getting mad. I need to know what's going on. When I was trying to tell you, you wasn't listening. You was taking up for people. You was saying I'm a hater. You was disrespecting me. And then you ended up on them in them caves, fall on us and hide us from the face with him. Didn't you say you were a Christian? What you doing in them caves? You supposed to already been taken out. That's the truth. Ain't no caught up. Even the two prophets are going to be murdered. They in heaven right now, waiting. Never died. The two people in the scripture that never died, Elijah and Enoch. In the last days, they're going to return. And when they die, the real ones, not all these, you know how people do, they'll read something trying to pretend like they that person. But when the real ones pass, you know that 3 days from there, the mystery is going to be revealed. It ain't going to be no more, if God this. No, it's going to be all, I shouldn't have, I can't believe, man, I missed it. Why? What's wrong with me? How did I not believe that? It ain't gonna quite happen how y'all think. You don't go up to the Messiah and be like, hey, Jesus. Look at you like, Jesus. Didn't Prophet Howard tell you that wasn't my name? Anyway, let's close this out. It ended up being longer than I thought. Be superficial with superficial people. The way you deal with superficial people is don't talk as much, be superficial, don't get too deep, and don't be around them too much. That's key, because if you're around superficial all the time, guess what's going to start to happen to you? Guess what's going to start to happen to you? It's going to happen to you. You ain't got to be rude. Just don't go to everything they invite you. You know they superficial. Think of reasons. Well, I got to take care of this. Don't be around them too much. Because when you superficial, you're going to miss key nuggets of knowledge and wisdom that will help you. Because you're too superficial. All people want to do is be like this. Superficial. And some of them, I ain't talking about everybody. Just the ones who this really applies to. People take pictures. But the superficial take more pictures. You'd be like, anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Keep tuning in. We're not gonna take no break today, but we ain't gonna go like we normally go on Tuesdays. But stay tuned for what we do put out today.